This video will demonstrate how to edit a page from the content editor. Once the page has been created, it has been checked out, so you don't have to worry about checking out the page. But from here, you can see from the content area, there's properties that were listed below. Some of these fields you will fill out, most of them you will leave blank. I will walk you through the ones that you need to fill out. To be able to get a better understanding of some of the fields and what they do and how they relate in relation to the experience editor that you are used to, I'm going to flip over to the experience editor, which you can access from the content editor by selecting the Publish tab. And then there's an experience editor button right there. I've already called it up. So this is the page that I just created. It's called Test Page. And you can see here it's exactly the same format as you have seen prior to. There's an area here for properties to be able to fill out, and then being able to show the title, page title, and then entering in content. First thing I want to do is be able to show my page title, which should appear right here. What we were doing in the experience editor is selecting the toggle show page title. I'm going to go over to the content editor, and underneath base data, which is not far from the top of the page, you're going to see content title, teaser, content HTML, and show content title. This show content title button checkbox is what you want to select. If you just select that and then save your changes. And if I were to preview this change as my changes were being made, I can select from the Publish tab, the Preview tab, or Preview button. It'll open up in a new tab, Browser tab. And as soon as that loads, I will see any changes that I made from the content editor. And as you can see, my test page title is now showing up. Now the next thing I want to do is edit my teaser, which is if you go up a little farther up the page, still inside the base data, you're going to see a teaser field. This teaser field is the same thing as if from the experience editor I selected the Add Edit Teaser. And I'm just going to enter in a brief description. I have no character limit, and no special characters are allowed, so I can enter in whatever I need, just something that's meaningful for the user. After that's done, I want to save my changes. And now if I go back up to the experience editor to see what else I can do, I can add metadata, or I can add my agency navigation. So I'm going to do the agency navigation, which means just assigning this page that I just created to view on one of the categories that are listed inside of my navigation. So I'm going to go back over to the content editor tab, and I'm going to scroll. I can either scroll down till I find topic association, which is not too far below, or I can select this little icon that shows a table of contents. Once I select that, it will show me all the sections. I want to go down to where it says topic association, which is just right here. And underneath agency categories, the second one, you're going to see your agency navigation, and you would just select the navigation and sub-navigation items that you want to add. Same process as how you would do it from the experience editor. In fact, a lot of these things are the same process as this. Here you just have it all on one page, whereas in the experience editor, you had one function which you made several clicks to and saved your changes. So now that I've assigned this page to display underneath a certain topic of my navigation, I'm going to now change my metadata, which was in the properties box, this add edit metadata, which will change the ability, it will give me the ability to change the browser tab up here at the top. This is what's found in search engines like Google and Bing, and what they will pull. So I'm going to go back up to my content editor, and I can either scroll down to the area, metadata area, or I can use my table of contents icon, select that, and you can see there's metadata. Select it, scroll down, and you can see meta title, meta description, and meta keywords. Meta title is the only one you need to pay attention to. That's the one that gets displayed in the search result itself. Meta description and keywords are good information for search engines to understand your page, but they are not used as much anymore, if ever, for search rankings. The content that you put on your page inside the body is what is most important. So if you're going to focus on anything, that's what you would want to do. But from here, if I wanted to clarify the agency name, or maybe some more information if I wanted to show a date or something, I can enter it here. If I save my changes and I go back up to my preview page and just refresh my preview page, it will continuously show any changes that I make to the content editor. Once that loads, you'll see, there you go, my metadata, my meta title shows what I entered in there. And if I had any other information displayed or changed, it would be showing up here. The last thing that we want to do after we've put in our metadata, our teaser, or we've displayed our page title and we've assigned it to some navigation, we want to add in our content. So usually from the experience editor, if you just select the no text in field, you can enter in your content straight from the page, or you can select this pencil icon and it launches the rich text editor. From the content editor, all you get is the rich text editor. So you're going to actually go back into content editor. I'm going to use my table of contents and I'm going to go up to base data, very top of the page area. And you're going to see a content HTML field. You're going to select show editor, the show editor link, and it'll bring up the rich text editor where you can enter in some content. You can enter in an image or a link or whatever you want onto this page. Same thing, same functions as what you would see with inside the experience editor. I'm going to select the accept button to leave the rich text editor and save my changes. It's still the same process. You have to save your button or save your changes by selecting the save button, which is much bigger in the content editor than the experience editor. Once my changes have been saved, if I go up to my preview button, my preview page, refresh it, it will show whatever I've entered into the page. And there, as you can see. So editing content from the content editor versus the experience editor is pretty much the same process. The only difference is the content editor shows everything inside the properties section. You can do all these functions and one time save your changes or just individually save them. Always go up to the preview page by selecting the publish preview button and you can view all your pages from there.